Hello, welcome back. In the last episode, we went and fought Zodiac, which I think there's only 2 more trials left. There's, what is it? 4 dungeons and 3 trials left. Ooh, a new weapon. But, let's have story time. But yeah, as you can see in the last episode, I did not claim false. I have fought Zodiac that few times, and I only did do the Savage fight once, which I was lucky enough to get his mount. But yeah, and the other one which I fought Savage, was Edgar's not going to be fighting that one. And for the remaining 2 trials, there's going to be one which I've only fought once, and one that I fought, I want to say 3 times. Dari asked what happened before we arrived. Mavery presumed this being is a native of the moon. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the temper before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent healers had their hands full, tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kyle hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alphino and Alizé, they insist on remaining in Garlemald, while we 3 rush to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. He just waves, hello! What manner of conclusion, if I may ask, is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He is not unlike the shades of Amarant. And Zodiac is no more. Are you all right? Please do. We need not exert yourself on our counts. The crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we pursue them while we wait? I shall leave that to you, Edgar, while I see what we can be gleaned from the crystals on the lower levels. Oh, I was hoping it would have gone even further into the ground. I guess this is here just in case you thought about jumping down here. Nobody did give instructions to Edgar on how he's supposed to access these. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiac flows through your mind. There appears to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon dating back to the beginning of Zodiac's imprisonment. Like I said, I won't be reading the red text because my eyes are burning just looking at it now. Gazing at crystal, knowledge of the past calamities flow through your mind. Records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiac's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the braids. Maintaining Zodiac's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flow through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiac broke free of his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporrits, though it is not clear who or what they are. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musing with Elizabeth is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. Yeah, those who want to read it, they can pause and read it. Because we got cabbage. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. Now explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I soon made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Heidelin. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Heidelin's power are far beyond anything I could have imagined. I mean, she did split the world into 14 pieces. Wait, where's the city in Graha? I guess Graha is working on the teleporter. Then where's the Stunian?
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again. Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source? Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
Well, I guess technically it was the core of the planet. Well, the core of the moon, so makes sense that there's tremors. Oh, it's lit up.
Yes, but what is it? Can Edgar just have his weapon now, please? Pandora's having one of her attacks. Interesting. Pandora feeling better. For those who don't know, Pandora has asthma. Her and one other of our cats have asthma. Oh, so it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna be seeing these scythes. Because I went through here as summer, so I got to see all the different books. If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand? Then? Yep, now we're at 528, and the last one was 505. So we don't need to worry about gear for a while, at least. But we did lose the scythe with the kitty face on it.
I guess now is as good a time as any. I believe that wasn't the title that we got. Yeah, that was Moonwalker, so and this is Lemurs. I finally got a title for my main character that I actually like. So I decided I might as well just give a title to Edgar. Actually, let's see what this scythe looks like. Oh. Oh! The blades on it are like a chainsaw. Yeah. Neat. I know that we just did this not that long ago, and I've already forgotten how to get over there. Oh, he moved quickly. This archive is swarming with ambient ether. Less any further analysis will have to wait. Curious, this place doth call to mind Plana Inini, home of the New Mao. The guard of Zodiac's prison, eh? Blood red eyes, slavering maw, and built like a behemoth, I'd imagine. Let's hope he's friendly. Why do you have to describe Edgar like that? Yes, here will do nicely. For a second there, my eyes were burning. And then immediately after I got one bit done, it started to burn even more. Outgrowth manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. Not a single one of them flinched. Unexpected but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Your destination is a structure that there across the Cradle of Darkness. I'll climb onto Argos' back and he will take care of the rest. Okay, my eyes are starting to hurt again. I was expecting something a little more intimidating and less man's best friend. To whom would his Eyeless entrust the command of such a grand vessel, I wonder? Our ally Cern's notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not at all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, Thancred and Oriel and Jay wait here. I wonder if that ether will make its way back to the planet. So, if Zodiac was the core of this planet, I'm wondering what seismic activity will happen here now. Again, what's causing the gravity to be here anyway? I mean, technically there's enough mass to cause it, but still, without its core, you think some stability would be happening. This structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amarantine. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and oh. Most intriguing, a means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, hopefully as he's been helpful as he's been. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Again, what's the temperature like on the moon here? Oh, from up there you can see one. Oh, even from here you can see one.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Strange that there's one that's not in the capsule. That one was already awake before the thing opened. They all fuse together and it's like a massive steering wheel in the middle.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Aetheris to safety! Our time is come, my friends! We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Aetheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Or cause their hearts to fall to despair because these are their pilots. Oh, new clothes! They must be the Loports mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on, then let us be about it. Loports all appear to have set about their tasks. Whether their leader, I wonder. Thinking of spending the night outside Bestway's Burrow, but I'm not sure what I'll need to take with me, aside from a tent, I suppose. How about a handgun? Or shotgun? Saw all the fun the traders on Aetheris was getting up to, and I thought that myself, hey, I could do that. So here I am, eagerly awaiting your patronage and bicolor gemstones. Such a fascinating apparatus, though it's hard to believe it could house so many crew members, even though there's nothing else here to suggest other types of accommodation. I guess we gotta fall there to get there. Or maybe we can... Here. I'll still grab these if I see them. But I'm not going to go out of my way to get them this time around. Heard that your kind hop about when they hear music. Is that true? Can you turn it off? All he hears is music. I've decided to form a relationship of protectors to escort people as they arrive, so relax. You and yours are in safe paws. Very, very safe paws. We're doomed! Doomed! Just punts him. The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the asperific circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Theros, and that's a promise. Doesn't even question. Oh, there's this weird person talking to my... Where are you from? Especially when you wielding such sharp implements. What do you think of our clothing? I have you know I'm the mastermind behind its design. Leader? No. Sleeping Way, my job is perhaps I better ask. What's my job again? I only saw them from a distance, but their fur was brown, if that helps at all. You could also say that the thingy on their head was yellow instead of blue, or orange, or amber, or however you want to describe it. Topaz? What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Me? Oh yes, of course. As the only one capable of, only one around here capable of doing anything properly, it falls to me to take charge of the others. Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it, is this all of them? Technically, no. A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gaping. I must take you to meet the others, as two of us are brandishing weapons. You're like, ah, these must be children. One wielding a gun and one wielding a scythe. And with the chainsaw, technically. One's wielding a chainsaw, one of them's wielding a gun. These must be children. I'm gonna bother to try to correct them. If you could run along back towards the entrance, you find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center. If you find yourself lost, I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well, then back to the upper floor it is. Ball. Since the sounding handle operas, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. Their composition and density of the sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concepts we've seen before. It likely shares their capacity for storing memories and knowledge. Given their size, getting from one end of this place to the other must be exhausting. I honestly don't know how they do it.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Lotharites, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
What did we were told about your name?
Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Unless I accidentally skipped it.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Aetheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Aetheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Aetheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Now imagine if we brought a Lalafell, how they would react.
Building way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Well, Edgar's got a nice coat, which is about to be replaced with whatever this will look like. Yeah! I forgot how ugly these things looked. Yeah, I remember at least the spellcasting one was red. Motherfucker gonna give me carrot juice? Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us and all their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address we shall. Here at Bestway Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have prepared myriad amenities we understand to be essential for our day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinion on them. I'm sure you're all worked up in appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuff? Meet me at the Curatorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of a thirst rotting to the core, being a matter of course, is rather concerning though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporits and this vessel. Let me just check my recording. Okay. I probably should have checked the timer before I accepted that quest, but oh well. Once we're done with this quest, we'll end the episode. I'm surprised they didn't say Junkway, Menderway down there instead. Nothing way! We're all going to die someday, so what if it happens a little sooner? Oh no, what is it? Yeah. Welcome to the Curatorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests can ask for. I've learned all about the essentials, nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received, why I particularly have worn the words from those individual pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production we will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock, recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Up along the platform here, and you'll find a storage unit full to the bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. This doesn't require a debate. We have work to do, so quit dragging your feet and get to it. You open the storage cart and find rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. An unusual orange carrot, the particular looking blue carrot, the vibrant yellow carrot, or the ominous crimson carrot. This was my favorite one. The soft texture and rubilant aroma of this crimson Croatian Bella is staggering weight. The excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. On second thought, you elect to simply take a obscenely large carrot for now, but to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. You asked for safety. I eat safety. Edgar's portions. So did any of our selections set your mouth watering? Even Vera are like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot, that or be offended by all those who assume that they would. Ah yes, a fine choice, one of my personal favorites actually. Please dig in, I'm eager to hear what you think. With great preparations, you take a bite out of the carrot. This carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins swelling within you. The rumble of your stomach, however, suggests it may simply be indigestion. Iron carrots. You have suddenly filled yourself full of vim and vigor. What do you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? Iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow. Dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. But what if I don't like carrots? You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Worry not, we have prayer versions on hand if you haven't the time to chew. I take it you two had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else. If I may ask, what exactly did those corrupted share with you about cuisine on Aetherish? Sure you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and food you can emulate. Of course we are, but well, it was only quite recently that we established content. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for the encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue. You know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary, that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language, adverbs, gerunds, present, continuous verb, conjunctions, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore does they kind deem such a change necessary. When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from a thirst as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is not but carrots on the menu. Add the carrot juice to the pack. Or it will grow mold. It would go mold. And with that, that will be the end of this episode. I'll see you all in the next.